Now that I've become more aware that is the depravity that is the majority of modern women, I felt it appropriate to put out what I think is, for me, my red flags that I have seen recently, and also what I think is likely the red flags for other guys who prescribe to the mentality of monk mode or of the soft guy. The first one, the first red flag that's going to make me very, very unattracted to a potential partner is a bad attitude. Like, if the first time that I interact with you, I get just contempt or like a lack of concern from you, that immediately turns me off. Like, because we're not even intimate yet, and you're already making me feel like you don't want me to be here, but at the same time, you might decide to flirt with me in some other interaction in the future. Like, hard no, no thank you. We're not going to do that. The second red flag would be a high body count. And I do have to preface this a little bit because intimate interactions are not a bad thing. And I don't think that making, or I don't think that doing that particular action several times with several different people is a bad thing necessarily. But I think that it can be an indication that the person has been using their body to achieve what they want, which means that they're not respecting the true meaning of intimacy. Like, to share the same bed with someone should be a unique and intimate experience. And if you've done that with like over 100 people, it's gonna lose both its uniqueness and its intimacy. So that's a red flag for me. The third red flag is poor health. And I think that this could be misconstrued as fat shaming. And the concept of fat shaming, I'm honestly unsure how I feel about it because I do realize that there are some people who have thyroid issues where keeping weight off is actually a an existential struggle. But I do believe that the majority of people don't have thyroid issues. They're just lazy and don't watch what they eat and respect the same respect that people who do care about what they eat and who do the work about their body, like they just demand the same respect even though they have done none of the work. And I don't want that kind of person. And that actually kind of, well, it doesn't really, it just kind of is related to the next red flag, which is a lack of accountability. And I like to call this one the accusatory you. Like, instead of addressing a situation that might be their fault, they use the accusatory you. And that you is normally drawn out for dramatic purposes because they're trying to convince you that you are, in fact, responsible for what's going on. And I've noticed that a lot of women will actually move their hands about in patterns in front of your face, kind of to distract you from the points that they're making, and more making you just like just look at their hands while they're saying something that's definitively not true. Like, Watch for that. Like this one's especially telling. Like the second that a confrontation or an argument comes about and the hands come up, like, read that one as a bad flag. And the last one that I will present is being money centric. Now, I understand that we all live in a capitalistic society, therefore, money is required to live. However, if the most important thing about a man is how much money he makes, you're not looking for a lover, you're looking for a provider. Like, straight up, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Stop gaslighting yourself by telling yourself that that's not the case. I'm just, I'm just, my lifestyle and the lifestyle of the kids. No, it's you just wanting the most money that's possible. And while that's not necessarily a selfish thing, it's a truly selfish thing to feel like your lover must supply all these things for you. And then otherwise, if they cannot, they're not compatible with me. It's narcissistic, it's pig headed, and like y'all are about to hit the wall. Just watch.